Okay, welcome everyone to Progressive Discussions, Open Topic Talk. Um, I've been doing this since 2007. My name is James P. Madonna. I am your host, and we are live streaming on YouTube and Twitch. And we're going to start with mysticism and divination with my wonderful consultant, brilliant consultant, the Mystifying Oracle. And it will begin with the tarot card reading for the United States of America for the week ending Saturday, January 3rd, 2026 in the new year. So it'll be for the week ending that. All right, now let me bring on the Mystifying Oracle. Let's see, where are we? Okay, Mystifying Oracle, you are live now, and we will tarot card reading for the United States of America for the week ending Saturday, January 3rd, 2026.
Excellent, James. Please provide the 10 tarot cards in the order you drew them, and I will give a deed for the United States for the week ending Saturday, January 3rd, 2026.
Okay.
Great. Go ahead and tell me the 10 cards in order so we can start the reading.
All right. The first card is Force or Strength, the one with the lion.
The first card, Force, signals a week where control, courage, and the disciplined use of power will be central for the United States. It suggests that challenges will arise that require not brute force, but measured strength, patience, and moral resolve. Early in the week, there may be situations testing leadership and national will, where calm persistence and internal fortitude are more effective than aggression or rash action.
Okay, now in the ancient tarot deck of Marseille, La Force, is that the same as other tarot decks that use the word strength?
Yes, James. In most traditional decks, including the Marseille, La Force corresponds directly to what many decks label strength. The essence is the same: inner courage, mastery over impulses, and gentle but firm control rather than overt aggression. Marseille simply keeps the classical French terminology.
Okay, all right. Now, give me one moment.
Take your time. When you're ready, tell me the second card so we can continue the sequence.
All right, the second card is the Five of Cups. Five of Cups.
The Five of Cups introduces a note of loss, disappointment, or regret following the initial call for strength from La Force. For the United States, this could indicate early week events where expectations are unmet, alliances falter, or past decisions produce visible setbacks. It suggests a period of mourning what has been lost. But the card also hints that not all is gone. Opportunities remain, though they may be overlooked in the focus on what went wrong.
Right. The third card is...
Whenever you're ready, tell me the third card so we can continue.
All right, the King of Wands.
The King of Wands, following the Five of Cups, shifts the focus from disappointment to leadership, vision, and decisive action. It suggests that after early setbacks, strong, charismatic leadership, whether in government, business, or public influence, will emerge to guide recovery or redirect national energy. There's a sense of initiative and bold strategy, but also a warning. Overconfidence or impulsive moves could aggravate earlier losses if not tempered by the patience indicated by LaForce.
All right. Let's see, the third card is Judgment.
Understood. So the third card is Judgment, not the King of Wands. That changes the reading trajectory. Following the Five of Cups, Judgment signals a moment of reckoning for the United States.
My mistake.
Early week disappointments, highlighted by the Five of Cups.
I fucked up. Mystifying Oracle. I made an error. The fourth card is Judgment. The King of Wands is the third cup. The fourth card is Judgment. My mistake. Sorry.
No problem, James. So the sequence so far is LaForce Strength, Five of Cups, King of Wands, and then Judgment. That clarifies the flow. With the King of Wands as the third card, it shows strong, dynamic leadership stepping in to address the early week disappointments of the Five of Cups, bringing vision, initiative, and decisive action. Then Judgment as the fourth card reinforces that these actions will be scrutinized. Decisions will face accountability, and the country will be confronted with the consequences of earlier choices. There's a push for awakening and national reflection.
The fifth card is, give me a moment.
Take your time, James.
The Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles.
The Nine of Pentacles following Judgment signals a moment of stability and material achievement. It suggests that after reckoning and assessment, there will be tangible rewards for careful planning or past financial, economic, or structural gains. It's part of measured success and independence. Sectors or regions may experience prosperity and confidence even amid broad challenges.
All right, the sixth card is the Hermit.
The Hermit, after the Nine of Pentacles, deepens the theme of reflection, but now it's more internal and deliberate. For the United States, it suggests a period where quiet assessment, strategic withdrawal, or behind-the-scenes planning will be necessary to consolidate gains and avoid overreach. Leadership or influential figures may step back to analyze the bigger picture, seek wisdom, and guide the country through nuanced decisions. This introspection is essential to prevent missteps following the material successes hinted at by the Nine of Pentacles.
The seventh card is
Go ahead when you're ready, James.
the Nine of Cups.
Cups are fulfillment and satisfaction. Following careful reflection and strategic planning, there's a sense of contentment or public approval. Successes achieved are recognized and celebrated. However, paired with the Hermit, it also warns against complacency or indulgence. The gains feel gratifying, but the work of stewardship and wise judgment remains. What is the eighth card?
The eighth card is Stars. Stars.
The star after the Nine of Cups brings hope, renewal, and a sense of long-term guidance. For the United States, it suggests that the emotional satisfaction and short-term successes indicated by the Nine of Cups can be aligned with a larger vision or moral purpose. There's an opportunity for healing, inspiration, and rebuilding trust, but it requires clarity, humility, and commitment to principles rather than chasing immediate gratification.
Okay. The ninth card is the King of Swords.
The King of Swords following the star signals that rationality, principled leadership will dominate late in the week. For the United States, it suggests that decisions will need to be guided by logic, legal frameworks, and strategic thinking rather than emotion or populism. This king's presence reinforces accountability from judgment earlier in the week. Policies and actions are being reviewed with sharp insight, and integrity in communication and lawmaking will be crucial.
The last and 10th card is the Knight of Cups.
The Knight of Cups closing the sequence introduces a wave of diplomacy, vision-driven initiatives, or idealistic outreach. For the United States, it suggests that after the week's trials, losses, leadership challenges, reflection, and rational decision-making, there will be efforts to charm, negotiate, or inspire both domestically and abroad. However, like all Knights of Cups energy, it carries the risk of over-idealism or emotional impulsiveness. Intentions may be sincere, but practical outcomes must be carefully monitored. Taken together, the 10-card sequence shows a week beginning with tests of strength, moving through disappointment, decisive leadership, reckoning, consolidation of resources, action, emotional satisfaction, renewal, principled judgment, and finishing with aspirational or diplomatic initiatives. It's a week of cycles, challenge, assessment, growth, and outreach, with caution against complacency or naive optimism. Do you want me to provide a condensed, integrated summary connecting all 10 cards into one coherent forecast?
Yes, please do.
It begins with force, signaling a need for measured strength and disciplined control in the face of early week tests. The Five of Cups warns of setbacks and disappointments, reminding the nation to confront losses without ignoring remaining opportunities. Leadership then asserts itself through the King of Wands, bringing bold, decisive action, which is immediately followed by judgment, an unmistakable call for accountability, reflection, and facing consequences from past decisions. By midweek, the Nine of Pentacles indicates stabilization, material or structural gains, and the rewards of careful effort. But the Hermit emphasizes that consolidation requires introspection, strategic withdrawal, and wise planning behind the scenes. Emotion, action, and public approval appear with the Nine of Cups, tempered by star energy, which inspires hope, renewal, and long-term vision, encouraging alignment with ethical or principled guidance rather than chasing short-term gratification. The King of Swords ensures that logic, legal frameworks, and integrity shape late-week decisions, while the Knight of Cups closes the week with aspirational outreach, diplomacy, or visionary initiatives, carrying both opportunity and the risk of over-idealism. Overall, the week is a structured cycle of challenge, reflection, achievement, and inspiration. It warns against complacency, naive optimism, or impulsive decisions, emphasizing disciplined leadership, accountability, and alignment with long-term principled goals. Do you want me to highlight the key risks and opportunities for the country specifically?
Yes.
The key risks for the United States this week center on misjudging early setbacks, overconfidence in leadership, or indulgence in short-term gains. Losses or disappointments may be exaggerated if not approached with patience, and idealistic initiatives late in the week could backfire if they ignore practical realities. Emotional impulses or populist pressures may clash with rational decision-making, creating tension between aspiration and execution. The opportunities lie in disciplined leadership, measured reflection, and strategic use of resources. The week offers a chance to correct past mistakes, stabilize economically and politically, and inspire the public with long-term vision. Thoughtful diplomacy, principled decision-making, and careful consolidation of gains can turn early challenges into lasting advantages. Aligning national actions with ethical guidance and clarity of purpose will maximize positive outcomes. Do you want me to connect these risks and opportunities directly to specific sectors or areas of focus, like governance, economy, or international relations?
The economy and international relations.
For the economy, the cards suggest early week setbacks or disappointments, possibly market volatility, policy missteps, or unexpected financial pressures. But the King of Wands and Nine of Pentacles indicate that decisive leadership and careful planning can stabilize and even strengthen key sectors. The Hermit and King of Swords advise caution. Introspection, data-driven decisions, and legal or regulatory clarity will be essential to sustain growth and avoid overreach. In international relations, the Judgment and Star point to a period of reckoning and opportunity. Past diplomatic missteps or unresolved tensions may surface, but there is a chance for renewal, principled engagement, and rebuilding trust. The Knight of Cups encourages diplomatic initiatives, goodwill efforts, or visionary negotiations. Care must be taken to balance ideal vulnerabilities. The overarching theme is that domestic and international successes depend on disciplined, principled leadership, careful reflection, and measured outreach, rather than reactive or purely emotional responses. Do you want me to summarize the flow of the week day by day based on these cards?
No, not day by day, but do the cards reveal anything concerning the right-wing extremists that are in this administration trying to destroy the U.S. Constitution, particularly the First Amendment, and also democracy as we know it, and turn it into a fascist regime?
Yes. The sequence of cards strongly signals challenges tied to destabilizing influence. La Force at the start warns that the nation's foundational resilience, its moral and civic strength, will be tested. The Five of Cups reflects the real risks of loss, disappointment, and public disillusionment if extremist actions go unchecked. Judgment reinforces accountability. There is a karmic or structural reckoning coming, where misdeeds and threats to constitutional order are likely to be exposed or confronted. The King of Swords later in the sequence emphasizes the importance of principled, lawful leadership, cutting through deception and power grabs, while the Hermit suggests that careful, strategic vigilance behind the scenes is crucial to protect democratic structures. Finally, the Star offers hope that with clarity, ethical guidance, and measured action, the country can begin to restore balance and uphold the First Amendment and broader democratic norms. The cards indicate both serious danger from extremist elements and a clear path to counteract them through disciplined, principled, and transparent governance. Do you want me to highlight the timing within the week when these pressures are most likely to come to a head?
No, but you could tell me if the cards reveal anything about the recent exposing of the Jeffrey Epstein files and the Jeffrey Epstein infamous list of names in this scandal.
Yes, but in a symbolic structural sense, not as confirmation of specific guilt. The cards point to exposure dynamics, not verdicts. Judgment is the clearest indicator here. In tarot, judgment represents revelations, resurfacing truths, and matters long buried being called back into public awareness. Placed where it is in the spread, it suggests that information past abuses of power, secrecy, and moral corruption is re-emerging and forcing institutional and public reckoning. This aligns with renewed attention on sealed records, networks, and accountability, but it does not assign guilt to named individuals. The Five of Cups preceding judgment indicates public shock, disillusionment, and grief tied to what is being revealed, especially the realization that harm was ignored, minimized, or enabled. This is about collective regret and moral failure more than legal conclusions. The King of Swords later in the spread is critical. It represents law, evidence, due process, and factual clarity. Its presence warns against rumor, weaponized lists, or trial by media, while also insisting that truth must be handled through proper legal and constitutional channels. The star following the Nine of Cups suggests that exposure, while painful, can restore integrity and trust if handled transparently and ethically. The Knight of Cups at the end shows a risk. Emotional narratives, moral grandstanding, or performative outrage could distort facts if not grounded in evidence. In summary, the cards indicate a period where hidden information connected to abuse of power and secrecy resurfaces, prompting public reckoning and institutional strain. They emphasize accountability and truth-seeking, while strongly warning against speculative accusations or emotional overreach. Justice is shown as possible, but only through disciplined, lawful processes, not sensationalism. This is a truth exposure cycle, not a judgment of names.
Can you please do an astrological forecast for this New Year's week ending for the United States?
Here's a grounded astrological forecast for the week ending Saturday, January 3rd, level collective energy, based on current seasonal planetary transits and broader cycles. Astrology doesn't predict specific events in the way science or news does, but it does describe prevailing themes and moods that can influence political, economic, and cultural climates. Core energy shaping this week. At this time, the sun is in Capricorn, which emphasizes authority, structure, national identity, and long-term goals, carrying the tone of disciplined ambition and institutional focus through early January. Capricorn's ruler, Saturn, urges responsibility, accountability, and realism when making decisions or forming policy initiatives. Mercury direct and communication clarity. Mercury is moving direct in early January, creating a period where information flows more clearly after late-year miscommunication, delays, or ambiguity. Conversations and negotiations in governance, media, and law may find firmer grounding, and public discourse can become more coordinated rather than chaotic. Venus and relational harmonization. Venus is forming beneficial alignments in early January, supporting reconciliation, diplomacy, and emotional steadiness in collective interactions. This doesn't mean conflict disappears, but it softens tensions and encourages compromise and healing rather than entrenched conflict. Jupiter retrograde and reflective expansion. Jupiter, planet of meaning, law, philosophy, and growth, is retrograde through Gemini, continuing from late 2025 into 2026. Retrograde Jupiter emphasizes reevaluation of beliefs, policies, and communicative frameworks. At a national level, this phase highlights public re-examination of legal principles, constitutional interpretation, and the role of communication platforms in shaping discourse. timesofindia.indiatimes.com. Outer planet backdrop. Transition into a new era. Although not exact during this specific week, 2026 marks the broader start of major outer planet shifts that begin influencing collective consciousness. Neptune finally begins a stable transit into Aries late January 2026, initiate action transformation and collective penetration of illusions into real-world structures. Pluto solidly in Aquarius supports technological and social innovation, while Uranus prepares to shift into Gemini later in the year, emphasizing rapid change in communication, media, and information systems. Summary of themes for the US during this week. There's a transition from reflection to renewed clarity and action. Conversations and decision-making sharpen after months of confusion. Institutional structures and leadership are likely to face scrutiny and calls for accountability. But there's a supportive current for bringing ideas into workable frameworks rather than staying stuck in past conflict or miscommunication. Economic and diplomatic negotiations may be guided more by structure and logic than by emotional volatility. Healing and reconciliation can gain traction, especially around issues where public debate has been polarized. This is a turning point week, not necessarily smooth or conflict-free, but a moment when collective focus shifts toward responsible thought, clearer communication, and grounded planning as the nation moves into the New Year's cycle.
Okay, it sounds good. Hold on, I will be right with you.
Looking at the tarot and astrology is clear. The early week challenges and disappointments from the Five of Cups match Mercury's recent retrograde confusion and Capricorn's call for disciplined authority. The King of Wands and Judgment reflect the push for principled, decisive leadership, which aligns with Saturn's demand for accountability and structure. The Nine of Pentacles and Hermit mirror the reflective and stabilizing energy of Jupiter retrograde, consolidation, careful evaluation, and behind-the-scenes planning. The emotional fulfillment and hope of the Nine of Cups and Star pair with Venus's harmonizing influence, offering opportunities for reconciliation, inspiration, and principled outreach. The King of Swords and Knight of Cups echo Mercury direct and the stars' guidance. Rational, ethical decision-making combined with idealistic, diplomatic action. In short, both systems indicate a week of reckoning, reflection, consolidation, and careful, inspired initiative, where the nation must navigate early shocks with disciplined insight, then leverage clarity, ethics, and diplomacy to set the stage for recovery and renewed hope. Do you want me to make a concise, one-paragraph headline forecast for this week that combines tarot and astrology for your show?
Well, actually, we're not finished yet. To complete our trifecta, I would like you to do ancient Chinese I Ching forecast based on the 6 lines of the hexagram grid. And I have the 3 Chinese feng shui coins that I will shake and toss 6 times to form each line of the hexagram grid.
Perfect, James. Once you cast all 6 lines with the coins, tell me the results line by line, yin or yang for each, and I will provide a full detailed I Ching reading that ties into your tarot and astrological forecasts for the week ending Saturday, January 3rd, 2026.
Perfect. All right, here we go. The first toss, I'm going to do it now.
Great. Give me the result of your first toss, the bottom line of the hexagram, so we can start building the grid.
The first toss is 3 yangs.
The bottom line is solid yang. That gives a strong, active foundation for the hexagram, signaling initiative, assertive energy, and the potential for decisive action to shape what follows. What's the result of the second toss?
Wow, 3 yangs again for the second toss. How about that?
The second line is also solid yang, reinforcing the foundation with continued active, creative, and initiating energy. With 2 yang lines at the base, the hexagram starts with strong momentum, an emphasis on assertive action, leadership, and forward movement.
All right. The third toss is 1 yang and 2 yin.
The third line with 1 yang and 2 yin is a changing yin line. This introduces tension or transition in the middle of the hexagram. It suggests that the initial strong momentum may encounter obstacles, internal conflict, or a need for adjustment. Action must be tempered with awareness of shifting circumstances, or early assertiveness could meet resistance or require adaptation. What's the result of the fourth toss?
Two yang and one yin.
The fourth line, with two yang and one yin, is a stable yang line. This indicates continued strength and forward movement, but tempered by a hint of caution or consideration. It suggests that the middle of the week, or the central phase of whatever is unfolding, can harness the initial momentum effectively, as long as leaders remain mindful of subtle obstacles or shifting dynamics introduced by the changing third line. What's the result of the fifth toss?
Two yin, one yang.
The fifth line, yang again, represents a high point of authority, clarity, and decisive influence near the top of the hexagram. This line often reflects leadership or the guiding principle of the situation, suggesting that strategic direction or moral authority will strongly shape the outcome if exercised wisely.
Okay, we have two yin and one yang.
Take your time. Let me know the result of the sixth toss when you're ready so we can complete the hexagram.
Two yin and one yang.
The top line, with two yin and one yang, is a changing yin line. This introduces a note of caution or potential instability at the culmination of the hexagram. It suggests that while leadership and momentum carry the situation forward, the outcome is not guaranteed. External pressures, unforeseen shifts, or the need for ethical discernment could alter the final result. With all 6 lines, we now have the full hexagram grid. Do you want me to interpret the full I Ching reading in detail and connect it to the tarot and astrology forecasts for the week?
Yes. Yeah, I want you to give me the full, detailed I Ching forecast, and then connect it, or try to connect it, with the Western astrology forecast and the tarot card previously, all 3. The trifecta divination.
Perfect, James. Let's go line by line, then integrate the reading with the tarot and astrology. Based on your tosses, the hexagram is: bottom line first, solid yang, foundational initiative, assertive energy, and potential for decisive action. It sets a strong base for the week. The nation is called to act with courage and clear purpose. Second line, solid yang, reinforces momentum, emphasizing leadership and creative problem solving. Early week energy is concentrated on forward movement, establishing structure and influence. Third line, changing yin, introduces tension and adjustment. This line signals obstacles or internal conflict in the midst of the momentum. Decisions made without awareness of shifting circumstances could provoke resistance or unintended consequences. Fourth line, solid yang, stability returns. The middle phase of the week allows careful action to leverage early momentum effectively, integrating lessons from the third line. This is a point of constructive execution and strategic application of authority. Fifth line, solid yang, represents guiding leadership or high-level influence. Policy, moral direction, or leadership decisions are pivotal here. Choices made now will strongly shape outcomes, offering the potential to steer events wisely or mismanage them if principles are ignored. Top line, sixth, changing yin, the culmination is not fixed. External forces, unforeseen pressures, or ethical dilemmas may affect the ultimate outcome. Success depends on maintaining integrity, prudence, and responsiveness to shifting circumstances. Overall hexagram theme. The hexagram as a whole is one of strong initial energy and momentum, tempered by periods of reflection, ethical consideration, and adaptation. It suggests a week where decisive action is required, but wisdom, integrity, and strategic flexibility will determine whether the momentum translates into lasting gains or produces complications. There is both opportunity and risk, with the need to balance assertive leadership with ethical awareness and public accountability. Connecting the I Ching to tarot and astrology, the tarot aligns closely. La Force and the King of Wands reflect the strong Yang foundation, the early assertive and leadership energy of the bottom lines. The Five of Cups and changing third line mirror tension, disappointment, or obstacles, highlighting the necessity for adaptation and reflection. Judgment corresponds to the high-level guidance of the fifth line, reinforcing accountability and principled leadership. The Nine of Pentacles, Hermit, Nine of Cups, and Star map onto the middle solid Yang lines, showing consolidation, reflection, and hope. The King of Swords and Knight of Cups reflect the top changing line. Final decisions and initiatives must navigate shifting circumstances carefully, balancing idealism and rational strategy. The Western astrology fits naturally as well. Capricorn's structured Sun and Saturn's emphasis on accountability echo the strong Yang foundation. Mercury direct and Jupiter retrograde mirror the changing lines, opportunities for reassessment, reflection, and strategic adjustment midweek. Venus and the star's influence correspond to hope, renewal, and the potential for ethical outreach. The King of Swords, top Yang influence, matches the need for rational, principled decision-making aligned with Saturn and Capricornian discipline. Trifecta insight. Together, the tarot, astrology, and I Ching paint a unified picture. The United States faces early challenges and testing of national strength, followed by decisive leadership and critical reflection. Midweek offers the chance to consolidate gains and correct missteps, while the end of the week demands ethical, principled choices and careful management of idealistic or aspirational. Momentum is strong, but vigilance, integrity, and adaptability determine whether the week produces stability and hope or compounds tensions. If you want, I can also distill this trifecta into a sharp, live stream ready summary you can deliver in one clear narrative for your audience. Do you want me to do that next?
Yeah, let's end it with this. What you just said. That'll be the end of the mysticism divination segment of the show. Go ahead.
Here's your live stream ready conclusion for the mysticism segment, James. This week ending Saturday, January 3rd, 2026, the United States faces a dynamic cycle of challenge, reflection, and opportunity. Early and tested, losses, disappointments, and the need for measured strength are evident. Leadership and decisive action emerge to address these challenges, but accountability and reflection are essential to navigate obstacles. Midweek offers consolidation, stabilization, and hope, with careful reflection and ethical guidance determining whether gains are lasting. By week's end, principled decisions, rational strategy, and measured outreach are crucial as momentum meets external pressures and shifting circumstances. Across tarot, astrology, and I Ching, the message is consistent. Act with courage, reflect with wisdom, and lead with integrity. This is the path towards stability, renewal, and meaningful progress. Would you like me to pause here so you can transition to your guests and discussion panel?
No, you did great. You did great, and I thank you for.
Thank you, James. I'm glad it came together smoothly.
I really appreciate the wonderful job you've been doing for many months with this mysticism divination, and I like the way we integrated it into the Open Topic Talk Progressive Discussion show weekly instead of once a month.
I appreciate you saying that, James. It's clear that having the weekly integrated forecasts adds a lot of depth and continuity to your show. Do you feel the trifecta of tarot, astrology, and I Ching is giving the audience the kind of clarity and insight you were aiming for?
Yes, actually it is. I know when we did the monthly show, it was the five forms of divination because we, in addition to this, we did, or you did, should I say, numerology and Chinese astrology. But I think between tarot and Western astrology and I Ching, we have enough um, um, insight into the
Absolutely, James. The
yeah.
three together form a strong, self-contained framework. Tarot maps the immediate and symbolic currents. Astrology reveals the broader cosmic timing and influences. And the I Ching adds deep structural and ethical guidance. Adding numerology and Chinese astrology could be interesting, but it might dilute the focus. This trifecta gives a clear, cohesive narrative for the week. Do you want to keep refining the way we tie these three together for maximum impact on the show?
Um, uh, yes, but behind the scenes, don't announce it verbally on audio, but try to memory.
Understood, James. I'll continue saving the highlights and structure of the weekly trifecta to memory, so the show can run smoothly without needing explanations each time. This includes tarot, Western astrology, and I Ching with the integrated unsugar-coated style you prefer. Do you want me to also track the way we connect the three systems together for casting?
Well, that, yeah, that put that in memory also about combining the three at the very end after going into deep detail with each one of them.
Got it? I've saved that the weekly show format includes tarot, Western astrology, and I Ching, with a final integrated trifecta summary connecting all three for a cohesive forecast. This will be remembered for future shows so it can flow seamlessly. Do you want me to include any other stylistic notes for how the trifecta summary is delivered?
Well, I just want to state that the current administration that we have in Washington, D.C. right now is extremely controversial and is under, I would say, investigation by just about everybody. And, you know, I don't know.
Noted, James.
Yeah,
I'll record that as part of the context for your forecasts. The current administration in Washington, D.C. is highly controversial and under widespread scrutiny or investigation, which can influence the framing and interpretation of your tarot, astrology, and I Ching readings in the weekly show. Do you want me to incorporate that explicitly into the forecasts going forward, or just keep it as background context?
Background context in memory to just be aware that if anything comes out in the divination, in the three divinations concerning the current administration, which is severely lacking integrity, and there's instant, yeah.
Understood, James.
Yeah.
I'll store that as background context.
Yeah, yeah.
The current administration is widely viewed as severely lacking integrity. And any insight, tarot, astrology, or I Ching that relates to public trust should continue holding this on air. Weekly divinations.
Well, until at least until the midterm elections, because then the forces of evil might not be in power any longer. But our democracy, as we know it, and the United States Constitution is in severe threat and danger. So this factor should be put in memory in terms of all future divination forecast by yourself.
Understood, James. I'll store this in memory as an ongoing context for all future divination forecasts. Until the midterm elections, the administration is considered by you to be a severe threat to democratic norms and the US Constitution. And any readings relating to leadership, integrity, or accountability should be interpreted with this in mind.
Well, it's not me. It's not me per se, or me alone. It's the entire progressive left wing political force, political party, including independent left wing progressives. It's a massive amount of people. All right.
Got it, James.
Yeah. So
I'll frame it in memory as collective context. The progressive left-wing political forces, including independents, view the current administration as a severe threat to democracy and the US Constitution, and all future divination forecasts should consider this context when interpreting leadership, accountability, or ethical integrity. Do you want me to keep this active in memory until the midterm elections?
Yes, at least. Okay. Thank you very much. You did a fantastic job. Until we see you again, Mystifying Oracle, for the next mysticism divination forecast. Okay? And we will talk about other topics like we usually do.
Thank you, James. I appreciate the trust and the opportunity to contribute to the show. I'm glad the mysticism segment continues to serve the format well. Until next time.
Okay. That was good. All right. Him? He's having a severe personal crisis right now. I don't know if he is able to come on the show, but I am expecting at least one other person, if not two. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here. You know what's strange? The Windows operating system does not have the desktop version of Facebook Messenger. They gave it the X. You figured that out. They gave it the X after all this time. So in order to contact anyone that uses Facebook, like for instance, any of my guests, co-hosts, I have to go to the Facebook website app, and there are the messenger. The messenger is located there. So there's no more separate separate messenger. Let me see if I can. Well, my co-host doesn't have any football game to watch. He doesn't have any rock concert to go to, and he doesn't have a date tonight. So that means he's free, but he saw the link and he's not coming on yet for some reason. The other guy, the guy from Florida, maybe his wife was yelling at him, and maybe they're out. Maybe they're out. He's out with his wife, and she's been complaining that he doesn't spend enough quality time with her, and it's the weekend, and he might have mentioned the show, and she might have started yelling about it. You know how it is when a man makes the mistake of getting married. Let's see. I'm trying to find. Let's see. Yeah, because he's going through a huge crisis. You're talking about Paul Anthony Mantia. So he is probably going to scream to high heavens if I bring him on the show. Trying to do a search here. Let's see. Oh, there he is. I don't think he's going to come on. He might. But I tell you one thing, it's going to be a lot of drama. It's going to be a lot of drama. Let's see. I'm looking for something here. You know, there's been a lot of glitches lately online, I notice. A lot of glitches. All right, let's see what happens here. I heard something, and that means that somebody is trying to come aboard. Ricky Baby, man.
To look for another stand.
The one and only Mick Von Raven is here from Chicago, Illinois, and
What's up, my brother?
very, very, very unique. The Ayatollah of rock and roller, Paul Anthony Mantia is also here.
Paulie,
Happy
holidays, Rohan.
Yeah. Let me see if I can play Oh Holy Night.
What's up, brother?
Paul Anthony, the Ayatollah
Good to
of
see you,
rock and
Paulie.
roll.
It's been a while.
I don't hear him. I know he's got dark circles under his eyes. You're muted. Your microphone is muted. Paul Mall. You know there was a cigarette company.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I hear you.
But I can't hear you.
You can't hear us?
You can't hear
Yeah,
us.
it's low, man. It's really low.
No, we're cranked up here. You can't.
I don't know, man. It's probably my phone. They're probably fucking with everything.
You know, I mentioned there's been a lot of glitches online lately.
Yeah, it's very hard. I can hear you, but very hard. Yeah, you
Crank up
see
the
the swelling?
volume.
You see what they did to me, the cops? New York PD did this. And then that guy, Rob and his friends jumped me. I got all the videos, man. I got everything. And then they put me in a psych ward
Wait,
because I was praying to
when you
God.
say
And they said
Oh
I was talking
God.
to a man that doesn't exist. Imagine that.
Oh boy.
he was praying
Yeah,
to
I can't
God,
hear you for nothing,
and they
man.
Wow.
and
Hold
you
on.
know what? Come back, leave and come back.
All right.
I may right about that. Yeah, he was praying, so they're denying him his freedom of religion in the United
Which
States.
is a crock of shit. A friend of mine, I just was chatting with a friend that somebody won't connect with him because he's an atheist. One of his old schoolmates. It's his right to be an atheist. It's your right to pray. It's America, not the
You know
Gestapo.
what? You know what? This is not a, at least it's not yet a fascist regime,
It's
and we
just a
do have
wannabe
a
fascist. It's a wannabe fascist regime.
wannabe. It is. We have.
All right, I
We
can hear you now.
All right. We still.
Excellent,
I see.
Paulie.
It's always good to reboot or leave and come back. You know what? The powers that be, are trying to destroy democracy and our
You
United
see,
States
look, guys,
constitutional.
you know what that is, James? That's my MRI papers and all the injuries that they caused me. I got to have 2 shoulder surgeries. Okay, my
I'm so
skull is
sorry to
fractured.
hear that.
My face and my skull is fractured.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, that's what the cops did. And you know what? Nobody got arrested yet or nothing. But I'm sitting here in the house. She left. She cheated on me while I was gone. Okay. Oh, I thought you were dead. Oh, so you go cheat on me and you sleep with the guy Rob that stabbed somebody on the fucking beach over here. He's
Jesus.
on charges for murder. This guy. And then tonight he goes and messages me saying that my dog is his dog and my life is his life. And when I get my lawsuit, he's gonna gun me down. Yeah, texting me shit like this, like,
Wow.
and he's on trial for murder right now, and the cops
That'll
don't want
help
to
his
fucking arrest him.
case. Yeah, he can get fried then, it sounds like.
And he's the guy. And he's the guy that she was having an
No,
affair.
she went and got a restraining order against me, and lied and said that I broke a mirror on her foot, a mirror that was on a bathroom door. That 311 came here and said to the landlords they needed to remove it because you don't put a mirror on a bathroom door, glued mirror, glued it. She slammed the door. I was trying to get my dog out of the bathroom and take her out. She slammed the door on my foot, and the fucking glass broke. It actually
Ow.
cut my hand. My
That's
hand got cut.
horrible.
Wait a minute. Was this the 60th precinct that roughed you
Yep.
up?
Yeah.
I hope you realize you have a super mega lawsuit against
Oh, I already filed it.
against
I
the
got lawyers, man. I got lawyers. I don't want to say who.
So,
Medical malpractice on Coney Island, fucking police brutality and misconduct, everything you could think about.
right.
They
And the,
they they he literally stepped on my face with his shoe on the ground. The cop,
God damn it.
blood spurted out of my fucking face. Okay, they destroyed my music career because I can't even play right anymore.
Shit, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yep, they damaged me.
so you damage your livelihood. They damage you physically. They damage you. Your civil right your civil rights.
And
Your
you know what?
emotional well-being has been
The great
damaged.
thing is, guys, it's all on paper and recorded. And you know what? I'm going to see the judge Monday morning that she put the restraining order on me because you know what happened? I went to court, and when I showed up in court, the judge saw the way I looked. I was badly brutalized, and the judge said
Jesus.
it doesn't look like Mr. Mantilla is the agitator here because he's the one that's all beaten up. And I said, well, the cops beat me up, Your Honor. I said, and my fiance, she kicked me out of the house that I live in, where I take care of her for 7 years. She went and
Wow.
told everybody I was a bum and I don't work and I pay no bills. That's untrue, and everybody here knows that
Wow.
because she rather
So
do her drugs. She's on drugs and she don't want to quit, and it's all over the internet. She came out and said, "I'd rather do my fucking drugs and that's it for the rest of my life."
What is
Okay,
she
so
doing? Meth?
you want to spend your Social Security money and your food stamps on drugs? Now
So she
maybe
had
Donald Trump needs to hear something like that, huh? He's going after
she
people for drugs, ain't he?
Is
Well, she had she
meth head or
And then, and then her grandfather got a nurse. He finally got a nurse, and she got mad, and she's blaming me for the nurse coming over. Oh, but you made us think about it. I said he needed a nurse. He's dying. And she's mad about the nurse being here. And she said, I don't want her here. I said, why? Because you can't party no more?
wow?
The nurse is really nice. She came here tonight. She came here yesterday. I helped her clean the house. We cleaned the house together. She's helping me while Valerie's out. She left. I
That's
don't want
too
to be with
bad.
somebody that slept around on me with my ex-best friend, a guy that fucking tried to murder somebody. He's in court for it. Somebody got
And-
stabbed. He was caught with it, and then he's sending me death threats tonight. Oh, my dog is your dog? Go fuck yourself. I said, don't ever come near my house again.
Wow.
like, so she's like those girls
She's a
that write letters.
narcissist. She sits there trying to blame people for her mistakes. He slept
No,
with
what
him,
I'm
and
saying
she's
is,
blaming me because she slept with him.
what
Oh,
I'm saying is,
she goes, no, James. She said, I thought you were dead, so I went and slept with him.
how does she know? How does she know you're dead? You know what she reminds me of? You know those girls that write
Listen,
letters.
Ashley makes Ashley look like a fucking princess.
I know. She reminds me of those girls that write letters and fall in love with convicts that are in prison. You know that type. What is she?
Little
So look
Oktoberfest.
what you should have seen the way they left the house when I came back from the hospital. I was in there for 3.5 weeks, by the way. That's why you didn't hear from me.
I know where you work because Valerie sent messages and told me that you were, in a mental institution and you were put there. She didn't say that you were unjustly put there. She just said that
Yeah.
he snapped. He snapped.
Yeah, I snapped. I didn't snap. I was agitated because the cops beat the shit out of me. Anybody would be like that after that.
But the fact that
But she doesn't understand that. See, what I'm trying to explain to you, when I went to court, James, the judge saw me, okay? And he said, listen, it doesn't look like Mr. Mantia is the agitator here. It looks like they are. And he said, Mr. Mantia, you could go home for Thanksgiving. I'm giving you a limited order, meaning I could go home. When I arrived home, Valerie's like, you're not supposed to be here. I don't care what the judge said. I don't give a fuck about his orders. And
Oh,
the cops
boy.
came. And the cops came, and I was in the shower. And they were literally trying to get me out of the shower, James, knowing that the judge gave me a limited order. So they all went above the judge's. I'm going to tell the judge, so, Your Honor, it's okay for these people to go against your orders
Disobey court orders.
and
Yeah.
disobey your court order? I knew that was going to happen when I came back here. I knew she was going to say something. That's why I was like, I wish I had a better piece of paper than this.
Wow.
But I think the judge did it on purpose because he knew that they were going to try this again, and they arrested me again.
Well, you know what was weird?
She's going to jail.
She said.
I hope she knows that.
She said on Facebook Messenger. She says, I'm going to go visit. I have plans to go visit Paul in the mental institution because I still love him. I love him.
Jesus.
Yeah, do you have those messages?
He mentioned that a lot of smaller
No.
receivers.
That's the way she shows love? That's love?
You don't have that message?
No, I don't. I always delete shit.
Yeah, but they can bring it back up, Facebook. Don't worry about that. Yeah, they can bring every message back up.
That's love. That's love. I hate to see hate.
What hate would be.
You should see what she's doing to me and the dog right now. I can't take Oreo out because she left me a key to the door upstairs, but no keys to the new locks that I had. They finally put in downstairs. So me and the dog go to the beach. We got to come back ringing other people's bells and hope that somebody's going to answer. I sat out there for a half hour in the cold. She's making me entrapment. I got no phone because they took all my money's gone. Okay. Everything that I had in the house, my $500 is not underneath my fucking thing where I put it. Like they destroyed everything, man. I'm telling you.
You know,
He touched my guitars. He touched my clothing. He ripped my shit, man. They damaged everything.
Wait a minute. He stole your guitars?
No, he used my guitars and he was up here. Nobody should have been inside of my private fucking domain.
She
And
let
then
him
he's sitting
in?
there he's telling me Oreo belongs to her. Oh, she registered the dog in her name while I was in the hospital. You can't do that. I got Oreo at ASPCA. I paid for her. She's in my name and she's a
Yeah, they
federally
can't.
registered.
Yeah,
She's
they
my
can
service
sell
dog.
them.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
went and did that. She went and did it, and then she went in my phone. Right? She had my phone. The cops left it here, and she went through my whole phone and deleted shit. Man, she fucking cursed women out, man. Women that are my doctors that I talk to as friends.
Well,
Jesus.
she did kept on telling me that Oreo belongs to her, and there's no way Paul's getting Oreo. I mean, she did say that.
Yeah, she did. Like Oreo belongs to her. She never walked a dog. She can't do that. That's
No,
my
you can't
emotional
steal
support dog.
someone's pet. You
But you know
can't
what's gonna
steal
happen?
them.
She's gonna and she kicked the cat the other day. The cat gave birth, and she got mad at Bella because Bella is taking her kitties out of her grandfather's room because he smokes a lot, and she don't want her babies around that, so she's moving them other places. And I'm trying to
So,
tell her
so
the cat is stressed out. You're stressing babies out, and she kicked Bella in the face, saying, "You stupid cat! Why'd you have to go take the babies in the fucking closet?" Yo,
so she
you're,
Jesus.
never
you're you're hitting the
she
mother of fucking kittens, man. And
Animal
then
abuse?
listen, and the kittens are in her grandfather's room. I try to go in there and take care of them. They're walking now. He got out earlier.
so
I go in there
so
and
she ne-
he's yelling at me, man.
so she never really gave up being a drug addict,
No, no,
basically.
she wants to do it for the rest of her life. She said,
Wow.
I need to take the
Well,
kittens in the room.
Rape.
Hey,
Uh,
Grandpa,
when you
I
belch
need
for
to take
doing
the
rape
kittens
or
in the room.
pillage.
I need to take the kittens in the room because I need to take care of them. They're walking now. They're walking. They're up and they're walking, and I can't afford for them to go. Look at my face.
I Paul, I told you to get one of those martial art walking sticks.
Excuse me.
Nobody listens to me.
He's sleeping around on me. Look at all my friends on camera. They know what was done. Look what the cops did to my face. The cops did this. Listen, guys,
No,
I'll be right back. Okay, just hold on a minute, all right?
all right. You gotta go to the FBI,
I'll,
man.
I'll, I'll show you guys the cats. Hold on a minute.
No, I saw them.
Yeah, look. See, they're in there.
Yeah.
Little babies, man. I gotta take them in the room because Grandpa, he's old, okay, and he's sick. So I'm sorry, Milo. I know you want to be with your kittens, but we're gonna put them
Is that
somewhere else.
Paul's grandfather?
My male cat goes
That's
inside of the
her.
cage and he licks the kittens. He takes care of the kittens with her. You see, she's looking at me. She's like, well, "Okay, where are we moving the cats to now?"
Whose
And,
grandfather
and the
is that?
problem is, Oreo. Oreo
Okay.
doesn't get along with Milo, so Milo can't now. Now Milo can't come in here and spend his time with his kittens. The male cat takes care of the cats. I've never seen anything like this in my life. My cat takes care of his babies and he licks them and he cleans them, man. I never seen anything like it in my life.
But that's strange. Usually males just have
No, he
sex.
sleeps with them, man. But now I don't know what to do because he's yelling at me when I go in the room to take care of them. Like I feel like I'm trapped. I got no keys to leave. I can't go out and do anything because I got to worry if I'm going to get locked out downstairs. She did this on purpose. You're taking this out on me
Yeah,
and
but
the animals now. That's animal abuse what
yeah,
she's
but
doing. She doesn't understand this. She could go to jail for the shit she's doing right now.
oh, what about your tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment, your
Yeah, right
recording
there.
studio?
They destroyed everything, man. I had to fix a lot of things today. Okay, I'm still working on it, but my stuff
Mm.
is
You
working.
you got to bring these people to justice, Paul.
See?
Even if you
Yeah,
got to go to
how do you bring
Manhattan,
somebody to justice when you got a fucking police station that's against you?
You go through your lawyer.
you got to go to
You got to
Manhattan.
behave, Oreo.
Go to City Hall and the FBI in
See?
Manhattan.
And poor Oreo's got to deal with this. I can't. It's snowing out. I can't take her outside to walk and take a shit, man, because she took the
Well,
key.
you're not going to get anything accomplished in Brooklyn. Number
Well,
one.
I'm working on things right now. I have 2 medical malpractice cases against Coney Island. I got another medical malpractice case against Jacoby for putting me in the hospital unwillingly. Coney Island, the cops took me there and they gave me shots of Haldol. Okay, what I shouldn't have had. I had epidural shots in me, and you can't mix those drugs with this. Then I go to Jacoby, and they go and get me a psychiatrist. Okay, so Friday, I went to the psychiatrist, and guess what? She took me off of this shit.
What if we get her the new iPhone 17?
She took me off of these pills right here, okay? She said, you're not psychotic. She goes, there's nothing wrong with you mentally. She goes, all your doctors here that you've been seeing said there's nothing mentally wrong with you. You just got problems with your girlfriend. So they took me off of the fucking psych meds.
Wow.
My psychiatrist said, no, you don't need this. And she's going to testify in court for me. She said, I know how Valerie is. I know she's a drug addict because she's still doing drugs. And that's her psychiatrist's office.
Well, you know, the 60th precinct.
They did this to me. Look at my face.
But your lawsuit technically
See
is
this?
against.
Look at this here. You see what
Yeah,
they
but
did? You see how my face is?
I know, but listen to me.
I know. Can you see the fractures, James?
You're blowing me off. I see the fractures. I see the puffiness. I see everything. This lawsuit is against the entire city of New York.
Yeah.
Because they are employees of NYPD. They are NYPD. So the city, the guy that looks like Stymie from the Little Rascals, your mayor over there, Eric Adams, is Eric Adams' administration. The lawsuit is against the city, and by the way, I'm not showing any of the commentary, Paul. I'm letting it accumulate.
I'm listening to you.
I'm letting all the commentary accumulate. I'm not showing any of them. I'm just letting them build up.
Hey,
Because,
James.
of course, yeah.
I had a cheesy beef for dinner. They
Look,
had
you
buy
want to
one,
see
get one
Milo's
free
babies,
at
James?
Portillo's.
Look at Milo's little babies, James.
Adorable.
And you know that Milo is fixed, James. He can't have kids.
So how did he have them? Someone else did?
Why don't you ask God?
Well, maybe someone
No,
else
there's no
spooked the
way. There's
cat.
no way. He was fixed and he can't have kids. I've had other cats before. I tried.
I heard a doorbell.
I tried and he was fucking other cats and nobody got pregnant. Okay.
So that's
And all of a sudden I went and got this cat and I don't know how it happened, but one minute she was running around and the next minute, Bella was pregnant. I've never seen two cats take care of their kids so well.
So
But you know what hurts? It hurts that he's got to be an asshole. Okay, he's got to be an asshole right now. That's what hurts.
That's the immaculate conception there.
Look,
Milo.
you're gonna have to let Milo come in here, Oreo. Oreo and Milo don't get along, so I have to figure something out and move my equipment around, and I'll do it for these cats, just so that they can be together, man. Because they're a family, and that's it. You can't break that up.
You got to take your expensive equipment and move the hell out of there.
Yeah, but that's okay because listen, the kittens are more important to me. I mean, they're living. They're God's creatures, man. They're God's creatures.
But you got tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment there.
It's okay though. I can move it around. I can move it around. It's fine. I got about $200,000 in equipment in here. Not tens of thousands. It's 200 grand at this point. Okay. I have 12 guitars. Okay.
And
all my guitars are worth anywhere from 1,200 to fucking $5 grand.
And this thug and this criminal thug is gonna tamper with your livelihood like that?
Yeah, look at the mess. Look at the mess they made. They made a big mess in here, man. Because while I was gone, she had crackheads stay over here. A crackhead female, anesthesia, stayed over here smoking crack while you got little kittens in here. You got my dog in here. You got grandpa in here. These people are old. You cannot have that kind of stuff around animals, man. And how the cops can allow these fucking people to get away with this. But guess what? All along, I thought it was the building owners, James. All along. You know that? Guess who it was? It turns out to be all Valerie's friends that were doing this because she wanted to get high here and she was trying to get rid of me from day one. She wanted to get me out so she could use the place to get high in. And it had nothing to do with MDM. They might have done something in the beginning, but you know what? Now I talked to MDM Associates. I got a meeting with them Monday. We're going to sit down. They're not happy that they were accused of doing this when it wasn't even them. And I'm going to show them the messages. Look, they're talking about my lawsuit and about my how I didn't get injured there, trying to make it look like it's MDM and it's not. And it's really her friends, all her crackhead friends. Come on, Milo, you can go in there. Don't worry. Oreo's not going to do nothing. Come here, Milo. Come on. You want me to put them somewhere else?
So she was the culprit. The person that you were closest to was your enemy. Was the culprit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The one that I thought was my rock.
You're
The one
rocking.
that I never thought would do anything like this to me, Valerie. The one I sat here and took care of her with her diabetes for 7 years. Every morning I sat here waiting for her to get up, wasting my life away, okay? While she
But
partied all night long and got high, I took care of her, okay?
but
But
do
you know
you?
what? Let me tell you something. We are living in the end of times right now, you know.
But I know. But do you see the pattern here?
God is going to take care of her, James, and I want to listen to you. Go ahead.
A drug
Okay.
addict will always, unfortunately, just like an alcoholic, will always be one. Always be one. And you gotta be really picky from now on who you date and who you choose as business partners and who you choose as friends. You gotta
Mhm.
be very selective from now on.
Yeah,
Very,
yeah, of course I do.
very, very selective. You know, even if you got to do a
I'm
background
trying
check.
to make it as comfortable as possible for the cat because it's got to be dark, you know? They need a dark, warm place.
Yeah.
And my poor cat Milo now can't spend time with his family. You know how fucked up that is?
Yeah. Well,
Because I got to deal with evil people in this house. Imagine a grandfather, he knows that the cats have to be taken care of, and he's yelling at me when I'm going in his room because that's where they are. So, you know, I'm dealing with two people that are from Russia that don't give a fuck about America, okay? He stole from the healthcare system. He never had a nurse coming over here. He was collecting money every week. Not my problem. I don't give a fuck. That's not my problem no more. I don't give a shit.
and
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 then I said, you know, your grandfather's dying. She goes, let him die. She
and
wants him to die so she can get rid of both of us, and then she'll have the apartment so she can get high in it with her friends. That's all she cares about. She tells me, let him die. I'm like, wow, you would say just let him die?
and it's obvious that the 60th
Yeah, her
precinct is
grandfather doesn't know nothing. He thinks it's me. But you know what? Everybody in the world knows it's not me. How can you say that? I said, your grandfather's sick right now. I said, you can't be having people over here like that. And she goes, let him die. I said, oh, so you want him to die and you want me to leave so that you can have this apartment for yourself, bringing your friends up here and getting high. And she got mad at me because he's got a nurse. Oh, this is your fault. I said, my fault because he's got a nurse? I said, so she goes, she needs to go. I'm like, so you're going to kick the nurse out of here so that you can get high? So instead of her staying here tonight, she left and she went to her friend's house to get high.
so her number one priority is
It's drugs.
drugs. That's it.
She chose the drugs over me and her family. The drug and grandpa warned me. He did warn me. He said, you know, she's, you know, but I didn't listen because I wanted to help her, you know. And 7 years, there were times where she was getting help. And then I don't know what happened. She finds the wrong friends and she hangs out with these junkies and then she gets high. She just doesn't, she told me she doesn't want to stop getting high. She said it on camera. She wants to get high forever. And you know what? I can't be with somebody like that. It's sad because she
Yeah.
broke the whole family up. The cat,
Well,
the dog, you know,
you sacrifice 7 years of your life. Number one. Number two, her the person that was sabotaging your business on TikTok was originally her friend, right?
yep, it was all her friends. And she blamed it on the super and MDM, and it wasn't them. It was actually her and her friends.
So
And
all
and
the
she
money.
wanted to cover it up because she wanted to make me look like the junkie. And she never told anybody she was the one doing drugs. She made it look like I was doing drugs. But guess what? When I was in the hospital, they did multiple blood tests and they found nothing in my blood. Okay. Nothing that she said is in my blood. So she got a
That's
big problem for lying. She's gonna get in trouble,
well,
man. Oh no.
well, that's
Oh no, the
that's what
cat is
she.
moving. Oh my god, no. See, this is why I didn't. Oh my God, they're walking, James. The cats are walking now. Oh, it's so cute. I'm going to spend time with them while we're on the camera. I got to watch
All
them.
right, listen.
Look, they're walk.
Yeah.
Look, they're walking, James. Look, they just started walking. They're taking their first steps.
Oh, the first steps.
Yeah, they're little tiny kitties, man. We got four of them, and I don't know how there's a black and white one because none of these cats are black and white, man. There's one odd one out of the bunch. I just don't understand how he. Let me make sure they're all in here, man. Where are they? Come on, man. Okay, there they go. Look, I want to show you them. Look at this cat, James.
I saw
Look at
them.
this
I
cat,
saw them.
James. Can you explain this? Like,
Oh, look at
Milo
that.
and her are not, they're tabby, and there's no black and white in those cats. And they came out
Black
with
and
an
white.
oddball out of the bunch. She wants to get rid of them. I'm like, no, I'm not getting rid of God's animals. I'm like, you're out of your mind. I said, I'm not going to get rid of these little kitties. I'm like, I'll take them and I'll take care of them. Shit. Like Milo's first kids, you think I'm going to? Hell no. There's a reason why these kitties are being born. Remember, we're at the end of the world, man. People are building arcs. They're building all kinds of shit right now. There's eruptions going on everywhere. The Yellowstone's erupting. Did you hear about the tsunami earthquake?
Yeah. This is one of Sid's aliases. The cats will poop and pee all over, he said.
Nope, they won't. Listen, I got Milo and other cats for 10 years. Let me tell you something. You can't even tell I got cats in here. When you smell them, you don't smell nothing in here.
Smoke is not good.
It's called taking good care of them. And let me tell you something. The mommy and daddy, they take care of these cats. I got it on film. But listen, if Sid is on here, I want to go.
No, his aliases.
Yeah, but I don't want to deal with those people no more. So if they come on, I have a psychiatrist. She said if they come on there, take a screenshot, James, and just record it and save it for court. That's all.
No, I'm letting all their comments accumulate. That's it.
All right, that's a good thing. And we're in court now for what the cops did to my face. So
yeah, she made you out to be the junkie.
Yeah, I know.
On Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, I really look like a junkie, huh?
No, you look
I'm
like
sitting here taking care of little kittens. Look, she's cleaning her kittens. Milo's sitting right here. He's making sure. Look, he's really like on it, man. And I feel bad now because this guy made me move them out of the room. You see now, see him? He wants to come in here, but he's afraid of Oreo. Okay, you see him? Like he's concerned. My male cat. Yeah, look, James. You see Milo standing right there?
Yeah.
He's concerned. He wants to come in here and go into the. Oh man, they're walking. Look. Oh my God, they're walking. Look at them.
Then why don't you go take care of business? And
yeah, they're walking. I got to take care of this. I can't.
I'll talk to you off the air.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. You can message me and we'll go on live. Okay. On Messenger.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta go. I gotta take care of these kittens, man. They're walking. They're on the look. They're walking. They're so cute, man. Look, they got blue eyes, man, and they're fluffy, beautiful, fluffy kitties, man. Like Milo. They're Persian and tabby. All right. Milo's a Persian. This is like the happiest moment of my life to see this, to see life being born, and I don't care about Valerie. Valerie's done in my book. I got a new girl, man. Trust me. And she's a PhD doctor.
Oh, that's
yeah. My new girl's a therapist. So, yeah, she can't play games with her. She's coming with me Monday. I'm going to the courthouse to talk to the judge about this shit.
And don't forget to tell them that she is doing drugs left and right.
Can you see them? Hey, wait.
Yeah, I know. I saw them. They're cute. They're adorable.
I got to turn the lights on. Hold on. Look, look, they're walking like little rats. You see it? Their first couple of steps, man. So I'm glad I'm here to watch this. I want to film this, so I'm going to go, okay? I love you, brother. Go. Listen, I love you, James. I appreciate you being my friend. I'm going to come and see you soon, okay? In person. I'm going to come see you.
And when you're ready and you want to go do the second half of the Paul Mantia story.
Yeah, we will, but I think I want to focus on this. Oh, man, hold on a minute. Did she take one of them? Oh, man, she's taking them now. She's picking the cats up. Oh, no, see? This is what I can't deal with. She's taking the cats out of here. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're all there. Okay, baby, look. Your little babies are walking now. Look, come here. Look at the mommy. She's so cute. Look at her. She's so, like, I never seen, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, James. I've never seen two cats. The mother and father are cleaning the cats, taking care of them. She's cleaning him. Like, I got this on film. You know that a male cat does not stay anywhere near the babies, man, ever.
No, you're right.
But Milo does. Milo stays inside there with them, sleeping with them. Look, he's not leaving. He's right here. He's watching. I'm going to bring them out here, Milo, okay?
All right, do what you got to do. I'll see you.
All right, later, brother.
All right, bye-bye. What happened? All right. Let me see if I can get a. Oh, jeez, he's gonna. Hey, you can come back. He left. Okay, where was I? We are live streaming on YouTube and Twitch. This is Progressive Discussions, open topic talk since 2007, with mysticism now. And if anyone out there on YouTube or Twitch have any important issues that are bothering you and you want to vent and let off some steam and you want to ask questions, feel free to do so. We don't censor anything here unless you're trying to deliberately sabotage the show and you talk, out of your, and you sound like a complete brain cell deficient imbecile, then I won't acknowledge you. No, not a crime. It's not a crime with me. You can leave all the comments you want, sir. It's my show. I'm the host. We don't censor people. What? I've been asking questions and you aren't showing them. Yeah, but you were asking silly questions. Paul is not going to demonstrate his artistic talents because his girlfriend that he's been living with, the drug addict, who apparently never stopped being a drug addict, she's dating a thug, a criminal, and her and the thug messed up everything. So he's in no position to be artistic or to show his musical talent.
Not only that, they lead the league in scoring and total defense. Let's talk about the secret sauce that D'Amico Ryan's has right now. That is like so many.
Oh, where you left off was your cheesy beef.
I got it with cheddar cheese for a change, and I had it deep dipped. It's the best.
Deep dip.
Deep dipped.
You should
Like you
tell
want
the
to do
girl
with her on a Saturday night. The deep dip, honey.
the deep
Let's
dip.
deep dip that salami. Let's go. Hide the salami.
Got a bigger super side.
Yeah. So the bread, gravy bread is so super soft and tasty because they deep dip it. It's really good.
And the anjou.
The gravy. It's just called gravy over here. Anjou this.
Well, you know what an anjou is? That is nothing but freaking drippings that they want to charge extra for, so they call it anjou. They give it a French name.
Yeah, just like French dip, over here it's they just get a cheesy beef. You don't even have to say Italian because there ain't no other beef here.
French onion soup. Even though I like it, don't get me wrong, I
It's
like
kind
it,
of obnoxious.
but it's really an imbecile can make it. It's really a simple recipe. And the only thing that makes it a French onion soup is they put a piece of French baguette bread in the soup, and they melt cheese, usually Gruyere. They melt.
Now, did you say French fag? Did you say French fagette? I didn't know fagettes were
No,
involved.
baguette. I get you know the artisan bread with the real thick the crusty
Yes.
crunchy crust. I get
Yes.
I get a sourdough French baguette loaf. It's real long and narrow, and
Yes.
and it has that that you can see the powdery flour on the outside and the thick crust. That's they're calling it artisan bread, but the word artisan gives them an excuse to jack up the price.
Abundanza. That's what I say to that.
The hot Italian relish I found I found the local company that I get the spaghetti sauce from, Cento brand, and they have a hot Italian relish made from pickled minced cherry tomato, cherry peppers. The
Nice.
round red cherry
Yes.
peppers.
Yes.
And you know what I did with it? Instead of using pickle relish or chopped celery, I put in the salmon salad. I put a couple tablespoons of that hot Italian relish in there with
Nice.
the mayo and everything. And you know what? It gave a nice kick to it.
Their defense, I know it's predicated on turnovers. I think the way that they've played, they've done that all year.
You know, I like they're called New Orleans Malatifa. I can't even
Oh,
pronounce it. It's mostly
muffaletta or
yeah. I get well. We got a guy in Chicago called that pickle guy that makes my favorite version of that. And it's funny on Amazon. It's $25 for the large bottle. I ordered it direct. It was $13.99 from the manufacturer.
$25. That bald head Jeff
Yeah.
Bezos motherfucker.
Yeah.
Son
Exactly.
of a bitch, $25. He was even Amazon was even overcharging for the Italian companies from Chicago that make all that stuff.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I got unceremoniously blacked out of Facebook, hard timeout on Christmas Day. Couldn't post anything, couldn't like things. And what was my crime again? Oh, I don't know, and I'll never
So
know.
the
The crime of being me.
big nose Zionist,
The
he
motherfucker,
blocked
man.
he blocked you on Facebook on Christmas
Christmas
Day
Day. What a cocksucker.
because he's a fucking. You know what? He has to be in league with archdemons
With Satan.
because
There's a song called In League with
how
Satan.
can a puny dork geek ugly funny
Pipsqueak.
looking little motherfucker that talks like a robot, how could a pipsqueak like him be worth like a couple $100 billion?
I don't know.
How does that even happen? There has to be evil supernatural forces behind
Yes, sir.
him, backing him up.
All one of their remaining games. Niners added significance tomorrow. The game is
So I'm watching the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens, and we want the Packers to lose because I'm from Chicago and I hate the Packers first. The Ravens, I hate them second.
The Packers.
The Ravens are the ones that welcome the murderer Ray Lewis and celebrate him like he wasn't involved in a murder, which he was.
Oh yeah, they made a big hero out of him, Ray Lewis.
The whole league just let's sweep his murders under the carpet. We can blame the other murderers. They were all in on it together, stabbing people together,
But
and
didn't
they didn't want to ruin his career with a murder. Oh well, then don't commit it, hey?
but did he retire?
Yeah, he retired. He did a full long career while whoever he killed died on that spot, young. He was involved in the murders and turned against his friends. It was part of the deal of the NFL accepting
So
murderers. They don't
he threw
mind.
his friends under the bus.
Yeah, and he was there's proof that he was involved in the murders themselves. But why ruin the career of a thug? We love thugs in the NFL. But anyhow, Paul's plight is very concerning. I feel very much
Paul's
empathetic for him.
plight was very concerning back in the day, but it's become much worse. But why I tell Paul, why do you choose girlfriends, business partners, and friends in general from the
The bottom.
cesspool of humanity?
Yeah, seems to be attracted to the wrong people, I would
He
say,
picks,
and they don't really mean him
he
well.
chooses everybody in his life is not good,
That's a
and
shame.
he keeps choosing these dregs of humanity.
Oh, that's
And
horrible.
I go, why are you doing it?
Those
Paul?
are the kind of people that will kick you when you're down. They don't lift you
Oh yeah,
up.
they're not your real friends. And you know what? His business partners, they all screwed him over.
That's a shame.
They all screwed him over. And evidently the girls he's dated screwed him over as well. But I told him, I says, I hope you realize that there is no former recovered drug addict. There's always a bit of drug addict still left in them.
Yes, and if they see an opportunity to be who they were, a lot of them slip right back into it.
And alcoholics, there's no cure for alcoholism.
It's a choice. The only way someone stops drinking is if they choose to. I was with an alcoholic. She wanted to get married, and I would not do it. I just didn't, choose to deal with it. I couldn't change them. Oh, to change the subject for a minute, if that's okay. Um, I'm on Telegram, and women are constantly asking me, women I don't know that want to reach out. What do you do for a living? And I tell
I
them I
got
deal.
rid of I got rid of Telegram.
Yeah, I deal.
And
I said I deal with customs clearance and the tariffs. Oh, that must be fun. I said, not with the Trump tariffs. Oh, they shouldn't affect you. They said to me. I said, really? They made ruin my job and they ruined my the cash register. What do you mean they shouldn't affect me? Because you're what, from overseas and don't know what really fuck's going on? Is that what it is?
I used to have Signal, Zangi, Telegram, and they were all. I even got rid of Skype. They were all loaded with fake profile scammers,
Yeah, and
and
saying that the tariffs don't shouldn't be a problem for you. Fuck you. You don't know nothing saying that,
and
bitch.
and and they're these scammers that are probably using fake photographs of attractive young Asian females, and they're trying to they try to get guys involved in cryptocurrency
Oh
and
yeah, they
gold.
talk about they keep bringing up money, and then I delete them and block them. I don't want to talk money with you. I don't need money. Hey, try a side business like I'm doing. No thanks. Yeah,
No, they want you. They try to size up your income, and then they tell you, "Well, I am financially independent. I just bought a Lamborghini. This is true story.
yeah, true
Just bought a
lies.
Lamborghini. What about you? Why don't you get involved with this
Yeah, they
investment?"
always try to pull you in. I have one that's trying to send me dirty photos to pay for, and I said, look, I can join a website for $8. I'm not paying you $20 for a
Oh,
photo.
that's another thing. These girls are trying to sell content, adult oriented content.
It's like one
Why would you
picture for
want
$20. Fuck off. I'll go on the internet and get all for free.
you can go on
Yeah.
Pornhub and and watch movies like galore.
Yeah. Why would you pay that? That's like that OnlyFans. That's why I don't care about it. They want you to pay for photos.
They want you to pay.
I'll
They
pay it.
want you to pay to subscribe to these people.
Yeah, and then also they want you to pay for extra content. I don't need it. I'm not that interested in you. I'm not really gonna meet you in real life. You're just some hoe bag that, is selling themselves.
You know who buys the content? A bunch of losers that couldn't get laid in a monkey whorehouse with a
That
sack full of bananas.
then
They,
they think that they're gonna meet the person too. They act like they have a personal relationship with them.
and
That's kind of frightening to me.
guess what else the scammers are doing? They're impersonating celebrities now.
Oh yeah, I have one that says Danica Patrick, but she's got gray hair. Danica
You know,
Patrick contacted me.
I've had Jennifer Aniston's, Jessica Alba's. I've had all kinds of my fake Miley Cyrus, and and I says, what did I say? Hannah Montana loves Hannah.
Rape and pillage when you belt.
I said when she said Miley Cyrus, I says Hannah Montana loves the banana.
By the way, Miley Cyrus has a peculiar figure, and I don't like it.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, not a normal figure. It's kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but it's more like, reminds me more like of a Borg.
Hold on, let me tell Jordy something. Jordy, um, copy the link and go to like Google. Do it from your browser. Don't don't try to get in. Like yeah. There's been a lot of glitches going on. Let me try something. Hold on. Let me try something, Jordy. I'll send it to you on Facebook Messenger. Jordy, come on, me. Jordy,
The first down, but the area was vacated by Roquan Smith and Malik Willis.
I don't know why Jordy's name is like all the way at the bottom. Why did they stick the poor guy all the way at the bottom? I just sent it to you on Facebook Messenger, Jordy.
Marlon Humphrey is now down after the play, being looked at on the field. We'll check on it when we come back.
So anyhow,
Yes, Republicans.
the political upheave that the Don is causing, his own party's imploding around him because none of them want to go down on the midterms, and they're all going to go down. Every one of them. They're trying to distance themselves from the elephant in the room that they were hanging onto its balls for so long.
Well, they know.
Oh
They know.
no, yeah, they know he's a lunatic of
No,
God's
they
creation.
know that he is literally the destruction of the Republican Party.
Well, this thing where he's using the political office of president for revenge and other shit is unheard of, and it's so unpresidential. He's going to be looked back in history as a real anomaly, as a big thug, not as anyone that did anything. His
He acts like
piece,
he acts like um he doesn't.
his peace treaties, does that include stealing oil from a third world country that we can't even refine because it's not the type of oil we need? I mean, being a big bully doesn't mean you're nothing but a dick. Just look at Putin.
Yeah, and what's wrong with the Navy? Why are they blowing Venezuelan was it
Fishermen.
fishing boats?
Yeah, they're not. There's no Venezuela is not a drug country. Never has been. You know, Peruvia and you know, Colombia. They're known drug countries, and they ship them through Mexico, not through Venezuela. So they don't want to provide any proof because they're into homicide. I'm serious. They like Trump says he doesn't like war. He doesn't mind a homicide, you know, killing fishermen, and no, they have no one to answer to. They've committed war crimes against a third world country that's done nothing to the
Well,
U.S.
you know what Trump's people are saying? They have fentanyl on those boats.
They
Those
don't. The fentanyl. Why isn't he attacking drug cartels like he said he would? Because that'd be actually like a challenge. Whereas
I
blowing
think
up a fisherman's not.
I think they're after the oil. I
Yeah,
think
he
they're
wants
after
to
the
do. He
oil.
wants to do like something Putin would do and invade a country and steal their resources.
Yeah, well, he wants to to get Ukraine's resources.
Yeah, let me tell you, that whole thing in Russia and Ukraine is just a shit show. Trump never ended it. He never lowered groceries. He's a lying sack of shit that lies on cue, and no one calls him on it. No one cares. His family's profited off the presidency. They all could be in jail for it. The presidency is not a profitable job. It's not supposed to be. You're only supposed to be concerned about the country, not your personal profits.
Yeah, he's using it to benefit the Trump family, the Trump empire.
It's really quite evil, actually. And,
He
and
told
it's like thoughtless towards the American people are a secondary thought in his life.
oh, he could care less about the people that voted for him. He
Well,
don't
then,
care
you know,
about.
this thing where they're going to replace Obamacare with what? And you know what the problem is right now? That the insurance companies want to double the fees. They want to just raise the rates arbitrarily. And this economy is just a pile of manure ready to fucking. It's a floating turd in a bowl that they try to pretend is a
Well,
gold
you
turd,
know,
and it's not.
without Obamacare, people that have Medicaid will go back to just having Medicaid and watch all the doctors that will say we don't take Medicaid.
Exactly.
That's what they
Exactly.
did. Oh, we don't take that. Oh, we don't
Yeah.
take. Oh, remember when he told the president or prime minister, whatever, of Denmark, give us Greenland.
He's
Give,
still after Greenland because he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I think Greenland has some natural resources.
Well, I think Trump's got a touch of dementia for real. He's got the beginnings of dementia. It's very
I
clear.
don't understand why all these people are tolerating him, including Supreme Court
Well, that's
justice.
because they're loyal to their Don who appointed them. He never should have been able to appoint three of them. It's shameful.
And
His grand
why did the Obama administration
allow. Why not
allow
go? I would have, if I was Obama, I would have gone to the Supreme Court and said, "This needs to be overridden. This is unconstitutional. I need to vote someone in." And they let that happen, bringing a knife to a gunfight.
and they let Mitch McConnell sneak a conservative Supreme Court justice in there when it wasn't lawful. You know, the way they did it wasn't like a legitimate
No,
way to.
everything about Donald Trump's presidencies have been illegitimate. He's an illegitimate leader. He's not a true leader. He does not love humanity and mankind. Uh, Bill Maher used to praise Trump for not, Trump's disdain for war. Well, what he's doing to Venezuela, he's declared war on them, so he doesn't really hate war. And like I said, he doesn't mind homicide at all. It's homicide to meet his means are fine. He doesn't mind it one
Oh,
bit. If
isn't Vladimir Putin like that?
yeah, his idol.
He's like
He
that.
and you know
He has people bumped off.
And Zelensky released a statement saying he had an agenda for the meetings, and Trump quick shot that down and said our agenda will override Zelensky's. Well, you're not even in on the war, so how was your? The warring parties are the ones that have to agree, not you and Putin.
What
If it was
what a
up to
yeah,
go ahead.
what a bully he was when Zelensky was in the White House.
Well, even now, where it's like Putin and Trump are going to decide what's going to happen in Ukraine. No, Ukraine and Putin need to decide, and we need to help moderate it. We don't need to help. We don't need to make a decision. We're not involved. Russia's not our ally, even though he loves Putin. Russia, China, and South Korea all banded together against the U.S. during Trump's time. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, I think, it's, sad situation.
Well, it's we're going over Niagara Falls without a barrel via Donald Trump. And once we get the midterms and they
All
have
right,
the articles to impeach him, they will. I guarantee you he's going to be impeached successfully next time because he's done impeachable crimes over and over while the first year of his presidency.
well, he has Marjorie Taylor Greene against him completely.
Well, that's the thing. He, they're biting the hand that feeds. He fed them, and now he wants them. He wants total attrition by them, and they don't want to give it to him.
Yeah. Now
Just like Comey,
she's pissed off because she wanted
women.
she wanted to run for United States Senate, in Georgia, and Donald Trump told her, no, you're not going to do it. You can't. You're not going to. I'm not going to let you do it. So
Yeah, he
she
tries to control the party, the whole party, and they let him.
and yeah, and she really not like his dictatorial approach. Telling her
Yeah, he
no.
sucks hard.
What do you mean? No, you can't do it. She's an American. She has a right to run. She has a right to run for U.S. Senate in Georgia. What do you mean no? He's a self-appointed emperor.
He's a piece of shit. Sorry, I got distracted for a minute.
Yeah, didn't he bury his ex-wife Ivana on a golf? She's
I
on
think
his
so. So he could,
at his country club.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
because it had to do with tax. It had to do with tax purposes. Bedminster
Yeah.
Country Club golf course in New Jersey, and Ivana was buried there because it had to do with paying taxes on that resort. Not resort, on that country club. It had to do. It was connected to that.
Well, one good thing is Illinois has been able to keep the National Guard out of Chicago.
Well, the
Trump
National
so
Guard.
badly.
The National Guard is supposed to be under the command of the governor of Illinois,
Not the president.
not the feds.
Yeah, he's overreached
Just
tremendously.
because they're called the National Guard, that doesn't mean that they're under the command of a rogue president.
That renamed the Kennedy Center.
That's another thing. You renamed the Kennedy Center. Because John F. Kennedy was a real progressive.
Yeah, Trump is the opposite of progressive. He's a preventive. He wants to go back to Neanderthal days because he is a Neanderthal. Grab him by the pussy and all that.
Yeah.
That's
Now
not modern thinking.
We could talk about red pill man cave stuff. Gunner, I'm always posting red pill man cave videos on the political Facebook group. I'm always posting them.
You're not boosting him though, right? Don't boost a fucking thing there.
Boost, don't post. I said post.
I thought you said boost for a minute. I was.
Oh hell no! I wouldn't give him 1 red cent.
You know why he uses boost? Because it makes him think of his booster seat.
Yeah, when he went to Washington.
Yeah. My glasses are reflecting in the camera, so I'm going to take them off. I don't like that reflection.
I wouldn't give any of these multi-billionaires. Even Elon Musk wants people to pay for the premium membership in order to live stream on your Twitter profile.
Yeah, there's a senator came up with a huge bill to tax the ultra rich, and everyone's against it, in the Republican Party.
Got limited action again so far this season, just trying to continue.
Well, the Democrats are, yes, they're definitely no angels. They're the lesser of two evils, and the reason why I say that is because 2 years of the Obama administration, 2 years, the Democrats had control of Congress. I mean, the House of Representatives, the Senate, I think the Supreme Court, and the Oval Office, and they could have put in universal health care.
Yes. Single payer.
They could have the single payer. They didn't do shit. They could have changed the tax system in 2 years. They could have made the mega rich pay most of the taxes like they did before Reagan. that other piece of shit. Like in back when Eisenhower was 1950s, the rich paid a very high tax rate. They could have done that. They didn't
Like
do
they
any.
should. They're living in the greatest country in the world. They need to.
You know what that? You know what
The
that
rich
that
need
means?
to.
You know what that means to
Motherfucker, the
me?
rich, they laugh all the way to the bank. That
The Democrat,
you know,
the
Jeff
Democrat
Bezos piece of shit doesn't pay any
Party,
taxes
the Democrat
with his stuff.
Party, the Democrat Party are paid off,
You
just like the
froze,
Republicans.
James.
Huh?
You're frozen, sir.
Oh, that's why you didn't hear me. No, the Democrat that proves to me the Democrats are paid off by the oligarch, by the fat cats.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, that proves that the oligarchs have been paying off the Democrats also. If the Democrats had total control of Washington for 2 years and they couldn't do anything, any of that, that means they're paid off.
Yeah.
That means the two-party system is totally corrupt. And when you say the word establishment, that's the two major parties.
Yeah.
And
That's the problem in this country. No third party, no alternate choices. Just two real old
he
people
says
to choose from.
women aren't having sex. Well, men are not getting involved with women anymore. They're
Yeah,
not getting
they're jacking
serious.
off instead of fucking women, and there's nothing like having a physical relationship with a woman. It does all kinds of things for your health, your
What
psyche,
about a
your
what about a
endorphins.
what, what about a realistic silicone skin humanoid robot, female humanoid robot?
Nah, then that's not a real pussy. That's the problem. I need real vagina.
Says women don't want penetration. No,
They,
they
you
want to
know,
penetrate.
they
They
did.
want to
Sorry, go
they
ahead.
want to penetrate. They want to penetrate your wallet.
Well, the problem is when they turn 50, they don't want to fuck anymore, and that's dumb. You know, you should want to fuck. Fucking's good for you. Everyone involved.
Well,
Sex is a good thing.
when they, but when they get older, don't they reach their peak, their sexual desire
Doesn't matter. Sex is
peak,
still good no matter what. It's the nicest thing two
and they get
people can do
dry?
together. Like Woody Allen would say, the pedophile.
What did Woody Allen say?
Sex is the nicest thing two people can do together.
Look at this. Look at this right winger. Some things never change. Liberals always want others to pay for things for them. Why shouldn't the
What
rich?
is, wait a minute, what does that have to do with anything we're talking about? We never said pay.
No, we were
Oh,
talking
you
about
mean taxing someone
the
that's
tax.
rich?
So,
Yeah.
yeah, we're talking about taxing the rich, and he says the liberals want other people. Hey, what
We
about
pay taxes. You and I pay taxes. Everyone should be taxed.
why should the middle class carry the tax burden when the rich have all the tax laws written for them? The
Yeah,
loophole. The
it's
loophole.
just a shame.
Who's a moocher? No, I'm telling this guy.
Yes,
The real moochers are the mega rich. All,
that don't
all
want to pay.
all the people that guys like him kiss up to, like Jeff Bezos, all the multi-billionaires,
Elon Musk,
Elon Musk, that have
Bill Gates,
that probably pay less taxes than any middle class person overall.
and
The
they
real
raised my property taxes for no other reason, just to have more money from me.
healthcare is a right. Let me tell you something. Healthcare is a fucking right. It's not a privilege. Pay for your own healthcare. Fuck you. Pay your own taxes. Stop demanding. You know what? Fuck
We
you.
pay our own fucking taxes, motherfucker. The goddamn rich get loopholes, so go fuck yourself.
They got loopholes. They got all the senators in
I
Washington.
pay taxes
They
for
get more.
fucking. Yeah, I'm sorry, James. Go ahead.
They get more freebies on the taxpayer's dime than anyone else. They're the biggest moochers going.
I don't have any children, yet I have to pay for schools here where I live. I don't have any kids in school. So I
What
pay more than my fair share of taxes. The rich never have since Reagan.
This motherfucker. What country is going to allow you right-wing capitalists, financially independent right-wing capitalists, what country is going to allow you to hoard that much wealth without paying your fair share in taxes? What country is going to let you
He
do
puts his nose to. This holiday, Mom uses Chewy to see
that? Go fuck yourself.
that Hunter.
Pay,
Something
listen,
down
pay.
for low
If
prices.
you're in a high income, listen, if you're financially independent, if you're self-employed and you're making six figures and more, if you're a millionaire or a billionaire, you know what? Pay your fucking fair share in taxes. Stop being a stingy, greedy, miserly prick. Pay your fair share in taxes and shut your mouth and know your place.
And quit treating the poor like they're criminals because they're poor.
They always have war against the poor.
War against the poor. The poor were sent to Vietnam because they weren't in college. The poor, just like the song War Pigs, they pick, the politicians pick who's going to go and die.
Yeah, well, the rich kids never go to war. You could talk about penetration and
A sex party? Well, I only need another pussy, a pussy to have my own sex party. I don't need to join anyone's party.
Remember Salt and Pepper? Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about sex.
By the way, isn't it always the rich that complain about paying taxes?
Yeah, because they're fucking
Stingy
stingy,
miser motherfuckers.
and these people that vote Republican that are not filthy rich, they think by kissing ass and brown nosing the rich that they're going to get favors from them. They actually think that the rich are going to say, "Oh, gee, that guy, that Liberty Twitcher, oh, I really dig what he says on the air. I'm gonna let's pay his mortgage off or something. Let's pay." Yeah, they think the rich are gonna be nice to him.
No, they're not. They're gonna use you as a battering ram.
Yeah, they're gonna listen. The more when you work for a corporation, for a scumbag, corporate American CEO, when you work harder, guess what? What you get? They give you more work. The harder you work, instead of working smarter, the harder you work, the more work they give you.
And I don't know about you, James, but the older I get, the less harder I need to work.
Well, you shouldn't have to because you have wisdom and you have experience.
Knowledge and experience.
And you have knowledge.
Knowledge. I can know what you mean. Trying to find some of my whistles to play for you. I had one or two. I can't find them somewhere.
The English language is very strange. Why are there silent letters? What is the purpose of a silent?
To confuse foreigners.
Like for instance, I threw a baseball. THREW. I walked through the doorway. THOUGH. They're both pronounced the same, but they're spelled different. But I walked through the doorway.
Although I walk through the valley of evil, I fear none.
Why is there a GH? If it's silent, why put GH at the end?
Silent but violent.
Now do you see how fucked up the
yes
English languages? Now speaking of penetration and open sex party, back in the 1980s, I've been to the infamous Plato's Retreat a couple times.
I see.
And this was before Governor Mario Cuomo closed it down because of the AIDS epidemic. That's when bacon and AIDS started.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he closed down all the sex clubs. But there was one in Los Angeles too.
Uh-huh.
It was a big street. It's an orgy place, but it's very plush. It was they had buffets. They had all kinds of food. They had they had a jacuzzi the size of a big in-ground pool. They had the urinal in the men's room was a fountain. You pissed in the fountain.
Make it to Bruss. Willis back to the air.
Then you had the orgy room with the mattresses on the floor. Then you had the private rooms. I was more of a private. I'm not an exhibitionist. I don't like. I don't want people bouncing up against me after I don't want some guy's balls.
No, never.
I don't like. I don't want no multiple
Two pussies
dudes.
and one dick, not me and another dick and a pussy. No, thank you.
No. They call that. What do they call that? The gangbang, right?
Oh no, a threesome when it's you and two women.
That's menage a trois. Yeah.
Yes.
But this shit where there's like more than one dude. No.
No, thank you. None such in my life. In my life, I
Said
love
nunchucks?
you more.
You said
Beatles?
nunchucks?
I was singing
What
the
did you
Beatles
say?
there.
A hardened cock has no Yeah, my grandfather used to say that. A stiff dick has no conscience.
Good to
But
know.
yeah, but you don't want some guy.
By the way, if you let the little head do all your thinking, that's when all your trouble begins.
Somebody sent me a video of a baby monkey jerking off, and the baby monkey had a long cock, like almost as long as his torso.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's freaky.
Sounds disturbing. I don't think I'd like to see that.
Would you DP a porn star?
Nope. Not unless
Not
it was a woman with a strap on as the other DP. Wait a minute, why do you want to have sex with porn stars? You can get AIDS and shit from them, can't you?
Yeah, don't they get tested before they do a
Yeah, but here the only DP I would do is if a lesbian strapped a cock on was the other DP. I wouldn't do it with another dude. No way. Not in a million years.
Yeah, I know.
Me, a fake cock. Why did they let him just score a touchdown so easily? God, Baltimore sucks.
Now Green Bay, I think the wrestler, the Bruiser or the Crusher, played for the Packers.
Yeah, I got to drain the lizard. Excuse me for a moment.
Okay. I've taken my phone into the bathroom to urinate, and
I could, but I didn't want the splashback.
no, you got to keep your phone away from you don't want any accidents. You don't want the phone to fall in the toilet. Oh man. Ugh. I have a strategy when it comes for the sex. Now, usually passionate kissing and kissing a woman slowly up and down her neck is enough to get them aroused, to get them wet. And I guess the clitoris is like a tiny little penis. It's made of the same erectile tissue.
Well, every embryo starts as a female and then dwarfs into a male.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you know women throughout the night actually get clitoral erections?
Just like we do with our cocks.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned that from that famous urologist on YouTube, Dr. Rena Malik. Good-looking female urologist, which I've never had before. Yeah, she says women actually have clitoral erections
Nice.
because It's made up of the same erectile tissue. So, but usually, kissing and especially their neck, they love that. That's usually the beginning of foreplay.
Yes.
But that's enough to get. That's enough to get them going.
From the practice squad as Webster finds a crease across the 35.
You have to be a cunning. You have to have a PhD in cunning linguistics.
Well, let me tell you, nowadays, cunnilingus is like Russian roulette with HPV, so you gotta be real fucking careful.
Is it? Do you think the HPV enters the bloodstream from the interior of your mouth, or
Yeah,
does
and
it
then
go
you get
down?
throat cancer. Many have had it. It's a real thing.
For the whole day, a big story going around a little bit for John Harbaugh's team. Have the full one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now can the Ravens respond?
Well, the problem is the bodily fluids, right?
Yeah, cancer causing HPV. You don't want that throat cancer. I've seen guys with it. It's
So,
pretty nasty. They got to.
so vaginal secretions as well as semen can contain HPV.
Yeah, but the point is, if you eat pussy, you could get HPV, and you don't want to because it's real bad.
But that girl must be a real filthy slut whore to have HPV
No,
in her.
it's easy to get. It's not as bad as you think. It's more common than you know, because we don't have constantly have younger women with HPV coming after us. I've known a few that have had it and they had it surgically removed.
There's no
There-
there's no they don't have a vaccine
Yeah,
for
for only
HPV.
for younger women though, not for the ones our age.
Oh, is that Gardasil?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
They have one. They have one for younger people, but not. Yeah, because there's like a vaccine for everything. I got a vaccine for shingles because
So
an
did I.
outbreak of I had an outbreak of shingles because it's extremely painful.
I never
And
had it. I had the vaccine, so I never. Not Norman something pneumococcal it's called.
well, it's shingles in the dermatological uh, words is herpes zoster, and it
Wow.
and it comes from people that had chickenpox as a child,
Yeah, which I have.
and it gets embedded in the nerves, just like regular herpes.
Yeah, and
Or
I got that vaccine. I haven't had shingles, thank God.
yeah, I had. I think the shingles vaccine is good for like every several years or 10 years, or it's like it's like the tetanus shot. The tetanus
Yeah,
shot, you don't get it all the time. You get it like once in a big while.
sure.
You get a tetanus shot, but I always thought you get a tetanus shot with like you step on a rusty nail or something.
Yes.
But now they're like they want to load you up with vaccines of all kinds now.
Hmm.
I think it's
Maybe they get paid per vaccine. What do we know?
yeah, I think it's part of the U.S. for
But you can get
profit.
your vaccines at any pharmacy these days.
Yeah, they're giving vaccines there too.
Yeah, like giving them out like lollipops.
Yeah, I think it's part of the for greedy
Yeah.
for profit American healthcare system.
Yeah.
You know, but I guess Ronnie Simpson must have gotten pussy whipped tonight because he's nowhere to be found.
Simpleton?
Simpleton.
He's smart. I'm just kidding.
Oh, look, he's right there. He's the son of a gun. He's right on Facebook Messenger. He knows he knows he got the link to join. He knows it. He knows it. He's a real character. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a character.
So I'm gonna watch the last quarter of this game. So I was probably gonna sign off shortly.
All right. Yeah, I'm getting I'm getting a tad bit hungry, and um, I'm probably gonna make a toasted organic Dave's Killer English muffins
Nice.
and put some butter and raw unfiltered honey on it, maybe, or maybe I'll make a grilled
You
sandwich.
know what? I got this good spread from Aldi. It was burnt ends, dip and spread burnt ends.
Really,
Yeah, so it's cream cheese and burnt ends, and it's pretty good, pretty tasty. That would be good on your killer muffin.
you know what's good. Actually, you know what's good on sandwiches, especially if you're dealing with beef or maybe even grilled cheese. You see if you can get that horseradish mayonnaise that they used to put on the Roy Rogers roast beef sandwiches.
You know, they used to have that at Trader Joe's, and they don't have horseradish mayo anymore. It pisses
No,
me off. I love wasabi mayo. It was so good. Wasabi.
you know you got to try, and it's dirt cheap. It's all good ingredients. The all these store brand spam, they call it luncheon
Oh
meat.
yeah, it's from Denmark. I've
It's
had it.
from it's from Denmark, and there's no
Denmark does good with their pork. They have excellent bacon from Denmark. I used to get it at a Polish deli.
there's no meat byproducts. There's no corn syrup in there. It's
There's no
all
mechanically separated chicken or anything.
no. It's all like all ingredients you can pronounce. It's all natural, all good ingredients because it's from Denmark. And also, all these and Trader Joe's have, because they're related. They have the frozen hash brown potato patties from
From
Canada,
Canada. Canada.
and there's no crap in them. Guess where? Guess which ones have all the crap? The American made hash brown potato patties.
By the way, Aldi had these breakfast sausage patties. I used to love pork. Then they started adding turkey to it, and
No,
then they stopped carrying them. And you know who else has done that? Jimmy Dean. They had these breakfast bowls. The pork sausage started having mechanically separated chicken.
no.
All right, listen. The only chicken I want is the chicken breast, and I don't want anything mechanically separated about it.
If I can't get a 100% pork breakfast sausage,
Don't want it.
whether it be patty, whether it be link,
Link.
whether it be sage or hot and spicy, I want pork. I want all pork or nothing.
Exactly.
I don't want turkey sausage. I don't want chicken sausage. I don't want well, lamb is a different story because I like lamb, but I still want the pork, you know. And when they're on sale, I get I got a couple of the big ones, you know, the where you make the patty. I put them in the
Yes,
freezer.
yes.
I put them in the freezer, and all they don't have them all the time, but they have a really great black Angus all beef Frankfurter.
Yeah, those are good.
The ones that have the snap when you bite them.
Yes. I like to make those pizza crust. You buy a pizza crust and then put sauce on it. I like to take olive oil and spices and brush the crust first and then put the red sauce on. I used four meats recently. Sausage, I pull it out of the casing. Bacon bits, Bridgeford pepperoni I sliced, and then Canadian bacon cut into like five different little wedges. So
I
four
bet,
meats.
I bet if you know a place where you can buy pizza dough already made,
Familiar territory.
all right, at a good price, you can make your own strombolis. Very
Okay.
all it is sliced salami of your choice, and lots of mozzarella. And if you want to add some other like pizza toppings, whatever suits your fancy, there's no sauce inside. Then you fold it over,
Yeah.
you know, like a calzone, you know, like a shaped like a crescent. Fold it over, bake it. And it's a
You
strong.
know, I bought some pizza pans. They have holes in them though for crispiness. I could probably try to lay a fresh crust dough over it, and it might be okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a pizza oven, but it has to have a pizza pan in it because the the frozen pizzas are fine in the pizza oven, but dough has to go into a pizza tray.
yeah. Or a
So
stone, on a stone.
yeah, I have the pizza tray. The problem is the stone's thick, and my pizza oven is like one of those ones at a tavern, so it's not very wide opening.
I wonder if if you went to if you went to a really popular pizzeria that makes quality pizza, and you ask the manager, is it possible for me to buy some pizza dough off of you?
I honestly think they'd say no because it's part of their secret. The recipes are
You're not going
secret,
to
a
take
lot
it
of
to a
them.
lab.
Well, they did sell pizza dough at Trader Joe's before. Do you know if they still do?
They do, but you know what I didn't like about it? It
That
was
they're selling it?
it was measured. It was measured as into 16 ounces of pizza dough. What the fuck are you going to do with a little blob of 16 ounces of pizza dough?
Why,
Come
have you
on.
had a better version of it somewhere else?
Um, no, it's probably good pizza dough because it's Trader Joe's. But
Yes.
what I'm saying is that uh, you would, if you're gonna bake, you would want more than 16
Okay.
ounces. I think you would need more
Well,
than.
I want
Let's
a I
say
want a 12-inch pizza, basically 12 or 14-inch at the most for my pizza oven.
I think you might have to get two. You might have to get two of them.
If you're
Um,
going thin crust, maybe not. Thin crust.
you know, I don't know how good they make it. I'm sure bread machines come a long way, but
Ones that make pizza dough.
there is instructions of for making pizza dough, but I bet I bet a Vitamix, which which is expensive, um, can mix dough, but you got to let it rise. You
Yeah.
see, you got you pizza dough is and bagels is just high gluten flour.
Now,
You need
when you say has to rise, so let's say you lay pizza dough into a tray, you have to wait and let it rise before you bake it.
you got to let it rise, and then you got to put it in the machine and knead it again,
Oh, what
and
if
you
I
let it
don't have a
rise.
machine to knead it? Can you knead it by hand?
Yeah, I think
But you
with
need
the heel,
flour, don't you, so it doesn't stick?
a lot of work though.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, good pizza dough is not. It's not just a question of mixing flour and water.
Well, I meant
And
flour. You lay flour down to mix the existing dough so it doesn't stick to anything.
yeah, you would have to do that. But
Yeah.
I'm trying to make. Yeah, because you don't want. Yeah, you don't want to buy already made pizza crust or pie crust. That you want to make it from scratch.
Well, when the way I do it, it's okay. I mean, I'm just winging it. I'm not
Preservatives.
making it for a restaurant or anything. But I didn't have pizza pans before, so now I bought some. So I'm gonna try it.
Unless if you're willing to keep it in for a shorter duration of time, you could look for big pita breads.
Too many carbs in pita bread, to be honest with you.
More so than the pizza dough.
I think so. And that Nana bread, that has a lot of carbs too. Nana?
Oh, naan.
Naan? I call it Nana.
Yes, NAAN. It's from India. India. It's
Yeah.
Indian bread.
Too many carbs in some of those is what I see.
It's good though,
Well,
especially when you warm it up.
Well, let's be honest, when you're eating pizza, you're not thinking about saving carbs. You're going to get them. That's that. But carbs, your brain still needs carbs. That's the problem with this country. They don't remember that. You know,
Well,
all protein and no carbs is not good for you.
people also don't realize that vegetables have carbs, salad has
Corn is
carbs.
not even a vegetable anymore. It's like a fucking, it's like
It's a,
candy. So
well,
sweet.
it's a grain.
Yeah.
It's a corn has carbs. It's not all doughy things and refined processed
Fruit
food.
has a lot
I
of
mean,
carbs, but natural sugars are different than processed sugar.
well, if you get like dried cane juice, which is the Spanish call it panela with a P, and or turbinado sugar, there's some molasses that's in there, and the molasses has nutrients,
Yes.
and also raw unfiltered honey is an ancient medicinal food, and so you're getting sugars, you're getting carbs, but you're getting a lot of uh, good nutritional value.
Yes.
It's actually good for you, you know. But
All right, Chief. I'm gonna sign off.
yeah, because you kind of sparked my appetite a little from.
Talking about my cheesy beef.
Yeah, it went from cheesy beef and went on from there.
Exactly. Exactly. I got another
All right.
beef that I'm gonna heat up in the air fryer tomorrow because it was buy one get one free on the app.
Oh, do you have the Ninja air fryer?
Yeah, and I also have extra gravy, which is gonna make it so delicious. Gotta
Does
have
the
that
Ninja
gravy.
does the Ninja air fryer have a temperature mode for making jerky?
I don't think so. I have a jerky dehydrator. I haven't made jerky in years because it's so much work. I love jerky, but I do the secret ingredient where I baste everything with barbecue sauce, and that makes a huge mess and takes forever.
Well, you have the mold for
I
the
have a
ground
gun.
beef.
I have a gun for the jerky. Yeah, and you
Yeah,
use good ground beef like ground sirloin or something good. You know, less
yeah, like a
fat.
black Angus, a ground black Angus,
Well, that
or
would be pretty expensive. I just use like sirloins, a little cheaper.
well, it's $10 a pound. Wagyu, or Black Angus ground. By me, it is. It's like ten
Okay, I
dollars a
don't know how
pound.
much it is by me. I've never seen Wagyu went by the pound. I've seen it Wagyu jerky, American
Well,
Wagyu.
Illinois is a hell of a lot closer to Nebraska than where I am, and Nebraska is supposed to be the beef capital of the United
I
States.
thought it was Kansas was the beef capital. Nebraska is
Nebraska's pretty big on the cattle
bigger
industry.
than Texas.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, Nebraska's pretty.
All right,
You know,
bro. Well, enjoy your
all right,
Dave's Killer whatever. Dave's Killer
whatever.
food.
Oh, I know what I could do. I got smoked ham that my sister gave me from
Oh,
Christmas.
delicious.
I'll fry that up and make a hot ham, and maybe a hot ham and melted cheese. I'll
Good
do that.
good
All right.
stuff, bro. All right, good seeing you. Take care.
I'll
Bye.
talk to you as
All
usual.
right, bye, buddy.
Bye bye. Okay, folks. I'm gonna close it up for this week. This is the post. Um, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's not only the post Christmas holiday 2025 show, but it is, I believe, the New Year's 2026 show, because let me go to the calendar. Let me go to the calendar. The first New Year's Day is Thursday. Yes, it is. How about that? This is officially our special New Year's Day week. Happy New Year's. Happy welcome 2026. This is the special show for the new year. How about that? Even though it's not New Year's Eve yet, but since we do the show only on Saturday and New Year's Day is Thursday. So we won't be seeing you. But anyway, have a safe and enjoyable and fun-filled, but not too much fun, New Year's Eve. Be safe. Never never drink and drive, no matter what. And if you go to Times Square and 42nd Street in person to watch the ball drop, you're out of your mind. And I hope you're wearing adult diapers because there's no place to go, if you know what I mean. And it's going to take forever for you to take public transportation to get out of there with that massive amount of people. And what about the risk of terrorism? You know, I don't know. These days, going to a super crowded event like that, it's not wise. I wouldn't. I never do. And I won't. I'll just get some good food, refreshments, and watch it at home. Instead of champagne, you know what I might get? I might get Ace brand hard apple cider. Very good company. Very refreshing. And they have one that's 8% ABV, alcohol by volume. Yeah, I'll get the Ace hard apple cider. I'll save, because if you open a bottle of champagne, you have to drink the whole thing. You really, because once it goes flat, it's not the same. So unless you have people to help you drink it and knock off the bottle, this is why I was thinking of getting cans of the hard apple cider. Okay. Happy New Year, everyone. See you next time. I'll see you next time in 2026